So go up to Tennessee. They have like quarter comics.
We have quarter bins and methamphetamines. You do some meth, you can look for comics for a long time.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
I'm in such
What
a
did I
fucking
walk
mood, dude.
into?
This is the show. This is the. So I just want to say thank you very much to all of our viewers. This is obviously our last show, and
reminder: this is TVMA, and this is why we have to throw this graphic up pretty often.
Not Near Mint is a show designed for audiences over the age of 18. If you're a viewer under the age of 18, please stop watching Not Near Mint. It's not that we don't want you as a fan. It's just that we'll probably get in trouble if you watch us.
Yeah.
Shall we begin? Let's begin.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Not Near Mint. Welcome also to September. It is a new Comic Book Wednesday, and we had a shit ton of books. By the way, in case you aren't familiar, this is a comic book show that is 18 or over. TVMA, and there's a reason why, which we'll explain later on. So let's bring in our panel tonight. Starting with, you know her as Lady Fantastic.
Hey, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Glad to be here. Glad you had a great comic book day. I didn't get anything new, but that doesn't mean that I'm not happy. So, with that being said, on to the next guest.
Next below, we got, well, if you're here and it's 10 o'clock at night and it's almost 3 minutes in, y'all got some comments on the mind, and we got them right here.
What's up, y'all? It's actually 7 o'clock for me, so sorry for you guys on the East Coast. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Wednesday. Have a new comic book day. Happy great to see you guys all again today. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. All right, and lastly, but surely not least, we have, you know him as Miracleman.
Hey, everybody. Good evening to Rob, Comics on the Mind, Lady Fantastic, and, of course, our fantastic audience. And just because of the day that it is, Wakanda forever, baby.
Always forever. I was actually asked at the comic book store today, so did you like Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther? And I just had to do like a double take while passing out at the same time. It's almost like asking right after what happened with Heath Ledger. Were you a fan of Heath Ledger? Yes.
He did that Night movie, right? A Knight's Tale?
Yes, he did, A Knight's Tale. What I remember most about that movie is being for its soundtrack, which was urban rock music, but it was this medieval tale that was just really not equal to what the movie was supposed to be. I was going in thinking I was going to see an entirely different movie.
Yeah, it was definitely not what I expected either. Although I will say, dude that played Chaucer was tip-top. Don't think you could have picked a better casting choice. Couldn't tell you the dude's name, although he was also the Vision.
Oh, Bettany.
Really?
Paul Bettany.
What's his
I
name?
forgot he was in that. Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Yeah. Fantastic. Who would have known? Two superheroes or super characters or comic book characters, I guess is more accurate, in the same movie, and it's like a rock opera version of, not really, but kind of sort of jousting and knights and swords and shits. Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Interesting flick. I enjoyed that one. I did, of course, enjoy the Batman with the Joker, and so. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
It was amazing.
It was one of those kind of movies. But for those that are watching at home, do remember that what you are watching is TVMA. So if you're under the age of 18, we're not telling you don't watch it if you have a parent in the room or somebody that's above the age. But otherwise, we tend to use a lot of profanity. We do a little speculation. We tend to just talk about what we like, what we just purchased, new hauls and whatnot, and news, and we can go yada, yada, yada. But we like to say the word fuck, and we are not ashamed to admit it. Take it away, Miracleman.
Not Near Mint is a show designed for audiences over the age of 18. If you are under the age of 18, please do not watch Not Near Mint. It's not that we don't want you as a fan. It's just that you'll probably get us in trouble if you continue to watch.
Absolutely. Now, with some shout out to the people that have joined us early, I noticed that the first person in the room was Ace McGrath. Good to see you, Ace. Glad to have you as always. I can't believe you still watch, but thank you. Just responding to all that. Let's see. We got Life with Two YouTubers. Sharon, thank you for watching as always. Yeah, finally, we were a couple minutes late. We were a little chatty Cathy's in the background. Let's see. Who else do we have? We have William Smallwood watching. Good to see you, William. Let's see. Tony Fett is joining us along with Miracleman watching us and listening and typing away. So I need to make some people some moderators. I don't know if that's happening tonight. Stay pub. Hey, Sean. Let's see. Who else do we got? Steven Spock. Hi. I'm hoping that Tacoma is in the house tonight because I did get a package from him, and I will be opening that up later. Who else you got here? Two Gun Pedro. Let's see. If you're also hanging around and you don't have comics on the mind, you probably have that old comic smell. And you should probably get some, I don't know, hold on a second. What's that smell? There we go. We took care of that.
Don't spray that in your comic room. It's going to suck right into the old paper. You're going to be flipping open a Adventure 252 or Action 252, and it's going to smell like Pine Sol.
No! So this is what a heart attack feels like.
I had a comic shop that I shopped at for years only because it had that comic book smell. And for those of you who don't know, that comic book smell is your comic book slowly dying.
Yeah, that's
You love
Oh, yeah.
But for a more scientific approach, please allow Lady Fantastic to explain.
All right, so the composition of wood is clearly made of organic material. One of these basic organic materials is the benzene ring, and the benzene is the basic structure of aromatics. And so when you have the breakdown of pulp or paper, you have the release of these aromatic scents that are the same or similar to like that of vanilla and almonds. And that is where you get the smell from from comics is the breakdown of the pulp and the aromatic rings being released into the atmosphere.
To be fair, that's also the same place you get the smell in college. So both were accurate statements. Both were accurate statements.
I just wanted to look at Julie.
It smells great.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, you're rotting in my nose.
Oh.
That's a particularly good scent. It comes from the vintage of 66, if I'm not mistaken.
I will pay a lot of money to get that put into either a can or
like this Febreze can with wood because it smells like one of my colognes, even though it's like $3. Maybe that says a lot about my colognes and I shouldn't wear them. But I want to contain that smell of the oxidized paper, so I can bottle that up and spray it in here, so that way it can absorb into my comics and it can smell like a natural but yet unnatural smell of that old comics. I can't believe we did a bit on this for 5 minutes. But meanwhile, talking about that, perhaps it's time to ask one another what y'all get this week. I think some of us kind of picked some stuff up. So who kind of wants to go first on this?
Did you get anything, Kirk?
No, I didn't think of anything today. I'm thinking of my
I didn't get much. I'll show you what I got. Nothing
Show us
that
what
I
you
got.
got.
Tell me what you got. Let's see what you got.
Nothing that I got was new because they didn't have anything new that I wanted. But I did hit my comic shop and I hit Half Price Books because I was a little butthurt that I didn't get to get anything new for New Comic Book Day. So I found this Quake #1, and it's a variant by an artist, and it is part of a series of drawings that Tacoma Comics is looking for. And I knew he was looking for this, so I picked this up for him at Half Price Books. You're welcome.
Cool cover. Cool
Yeah,
cover.
it's nice. And I'm collecting the Uncanny X-Force. I found this at Half Price Comics. So it's 19.1. So it's a standalone story. And then I also found the final issue.
Oh, yeah. Love them final issues.
Same these. So I'm trying to piece that together. And then I found Iron Man 178. This is the Assistant Editor's Month issue. And so I'm trying to put those together of all the ones that have it. And you see they have the DC making fun of the DC emblem or whatever.
They got the
but
bullet.
I love it. This is great. Iron Man 178.
Checkers and the bullet.
Yeah. And so also I'm trying to get piece together the first series of Mrs. Marvel. And so I needed number 11 and 13. I thought I needed 14, but I actually already had a copy, but I got one anyway. So, yep, that's all I got for New Comic Book Day, which was actually back issue kick-ass day for me.
Those are still pretty damn good pickups. I mean,
Thank you.
Especially that Uncanny X-Force 35, because much like you, I picked up one myself, but I don't have that 31 through 34, so it's still a waiting game until we can finally read them all.
I think I have an issue 32, and that's it.
Yeah, those last issues, I can never find them, and I just don't want to pay like $5, not another $5 or $10 in shipping. We'll find them all eventually. We'll find them.
Yeah. It was like $2, and I mean, I'm willing to pay $2 for the final issue, dude.
Absolutely. So, Kirk, I know you don't have any books right now, but let's take a look at that book that was in your hand.
What book was in my hand?
You had a Strange Tales.
You stuck your nose in it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Classic battle with the Thing and Submariner. Just look at Johnny just sitting there in the background. Well, I just got here to the party. Yeah, this is AOK from Man Cave Comics. Cool dude in the community. It's not a Black Panther book, but we have plenty of those to show.
We have tonight. We're going to be talking Chadwick Boseman. We're going to be talking potentially Shuri with Letitia Wright. I wanted to make sure I pronounced that properly. But first, let's get to the books that Miracleman has brought us today. What have you brought us, Miracleman?
Well, I might have had a good week, boys and girls.
Whoa!
Might have had a good week. So let's start off first and foremost. So first of all, I did not get these this week. These have been in the collection for a little while. There's your Origin of T'Challa. There's your first appearance of the Invaders, not officially of the Invaders, but first appearance of the Invaders. And right over here is that 211. I actually have this is the direct, but I also have the newsstand edition of that book. That's a great book. It's a great book. Team changes up. But I'll show you first the new stuff that we got this week. First of all, Marvel Zombies Resurrection variant edition.
Oh, you got that?
I got that.
My shop had it. They were charging $25, which I think was still pretty good. I have not read it, but after what happened in Thor 6, and we might be in Marvel Zombies, have you read this?
By the way, I paid $4.99 for this book, just so you know.
Oh, nice.
I paid cover, whatever cover. $4.99, I think is cover. I paid cover.
Yeah.
I paid cover. My shop, the best shop in the whole world. No offense to everybody else out there who owns a shop and or likes another shop, but mine is better. for reasons like this. He never charges extra for the variant edition books that come. Those 1 in 25s, he sells them for the same price. I got my 1 in 100 Killing Joke from him for cover price.
Yeah, you got that 3 Jokers last week. Cover price.
Yeah, 3 Jokers, not Killing Joke. I'm sorry. Yes, 3 Jokers. He also sold me a near complete set of the original Turtles books, 2 of them for $60 total. So my shop takes good care of me, but he's just a good shop. A good shop. Deceased number 3 variant edition there. Again, I thought that was a fucking badass cover right there. And I got Shazam number 14. Hey, what do you know? It's Jeff Johns' favorite villain in the history of DC Comics. A lot of people complain that the Joker is overused, but I think Superboy Prime is overused in Jeff Johns' stories. Still enjoyed it. Not going to complain about it. Happy anytime he does it because,
So you read it, and did he punch a hole in the DC universe?
He did not, but you know what? He made fun of that.
So at least he remarked on it, so it's still canon.
Yeah, he made fun of it. He poked fun at himself. Strange Adventures number 5. Did not read this yet. I got like the first 2 pages in, and then wanted to read something else, so I put it down. But this I've been enjoying it. Tom King, Gerard's, and Shaner. How can you beat it? Now I got that was it for new books. I mean, I had a lot more there, but guys, I had a good day at a back issue place. I'm gonna show you a couple of those in a minute. But I did get some of the FCBD books. There's Usagi Yojimbo.
Yeah, Chibi Usagi.
Gotta love it. There's that Jack Kirby. That's the one I was waiting for.
I didn't have it.
Oh, wanted it so bad. So happy to get it. This is beautiful, man. I mean, it's Kirby and Scioli. Kirby is like Jack Kirby was like my original hero. Even before I knew the story about him, every anecdote in his life finished with, and then I killed 4 Nazis myself. He was my hero even before I knew that. And then after I knew that, I was like, I picked the right damn hero. Naruto. I got this for one reason, because I'll tell you what, this Naruto stuff, all of this anime in general, I'm going to be 100% honest. Most anime, just right over my head. I lean boomer on that instead of Zennial or Millennial. I definitely lean boomer, and I'm not good with the anime stuff. I did also get. But I got this for my son. He's into that stuff. He does that run and such. I've seen him do it. He probably did it screwing around, but still he did it. So I'm gonna give that to him. And then I got a Kickstarter today. It came in this week. Loco Hero.
Ooh,
it was decent. It was decent. It was a decent story. It was good. I mean, for a crowdfunded book. I will say this: the artist couldn't decide whether she had a thong or full butts on through the story. It changed depending on which scene it was. So,
first, are we able to show this cover? Survey says.
Maybe we're not kicked off just yet.
The thong, so I'm going to kind of go with. Okay, why not?
I think we should be fine. If not, I apologize, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Now, here's some of those back issues. I'm not gonna show you them all, guys, because I'll be honest with you, I'll probably be sitting here for like a half an hour doing this. I scored. I had a good week. Good week of back issues. First up, we got Batman 475. That was $1 pickup. That's the first appearance of Renee Montoya.
And
I just know Renee Montoya. Who else?
Scarface.
Oh no! That's returned. It's returned. He was in there before. I grabbed a couple more booster golds because
why not?
Gonna be a big deal. I grabbed this one. These are 50-cent pickups. This guy's gonna be popular real soon, right?
No.
Probably that's Peacemaker. That's John Cena's character in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Peacemaker?
What's that?
That's supposed to be the original Peacemaker?
Oh yeah, that's the actual Peacemaker. He had this. That's why the helmet. Like they can't do the helmet in real life. This giant thing goes over his helmet. And when it was still Charlton, occasionally it would turn. It didn't turn. The artist drew it the other way. So it went from looking like he had a halo to looking like he had a reverse mohawk.
He looks
What
goofy.
the hell?
It's a goofy helmet, y'all. It's a goofy helmet.
Like Lilandra?
I thought he was, honestly, I thought that was Orion for a second. Because I know Peacemaker from this I just got.
Oh,
It's part of that large collection I picked up on Friday from Pablo Ordone, Pablo.ordone on Instagram. Check him out. He has a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I went over to his place. I searched it all, and I even found like this one here. Never went. Oh wait, I was looking.
Nice.
I
Nice.
for that one too, but I'm not gonna look for it. It's the Firestorm First Weasel, and
Yeah.
why are people paying $20 or $30? This was $1 book. It's still $1 book.
Should still be $1 book. Should definitely still be $1 book. But yeah. So I got that. There's Deadshot number 3. I got a bunch of Suicide Squad books this week, guys. Deadshot number 3, Deadshot number 4. This is directly related to the John Ostrander Suicide Squad run, which, according to James Gunn, movie borrows from heavily. And then I found a couple of
before Suicide Squad.
Say again?
Did that come before or during Suicide Squad?
During. Yeah. It's not. Listen, if you never read it, you're not missing anything. But it does give you a lot of background and depth on Floyd Lawton's life, which you really hadn't gotten up until that point. Guys, you know I like Adam Hughes, right? Right.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. So there's a couple of issues of Ferris here that are all Adam Hughes covers. Gorgeous Godiva there. Here we have look, Prince Charming. Listen, I'm not into dudes. I don't care if you are. I'm not into dudes, but that's a handsome dude. That's a handsome dude right there. Adam Hughes, draws him pretty. I'm just saying, draws him pretty. There we got issue 19 of the series. I finished Ferris because I found the hardest book there is. And the hardest issue is the final issue, which is issue 33. Right there. That is, by the way, that's Goldilocks with Baby Bear. And yes, she is naked for the exact reason you think she is. Her and Baby Bear have been getting it on. But I didn't find just one. I found that one. And I found that one.
Of course you did.
And you know what? These guys, I had to buy some books from this place, man, because look how much this was. This was $2.99. Go look on the Bay what that final issue is right now. Because it ain't $3. Yeah, it's like $30. It's like $30. Yeah. And then I finished off my Jack of Fables. I needed one at last issue. I grabbed this Legion 37. I'm telling you, this is one of two books that is like the most undervalued books of DC post-crisis. Rob, you know this book.
Yep, I just got it. Thank you.
I said, yep, that was part of the set that I had sent Rob a while back. This explains how the Legion of Superheroes exists post-Crisis on Infinite Earths. Because after the Crisis on Infinite Earths, Superboy, which is the reason the Legion existed, had never existed. So how? How could the Legion exist? This book explains it. That's part of the four-part story that explains it. And there's the issue of the Literals. Again, that's another Fables book. I picked up this Madame Xanadu. Look at that.
It's Brad.
Look at that. Pretty. Brian Bolton, Steve Englehart, Marshall Rogers. It's
beautiful.
The spine looks really good too for that black.
I had one of these already. I had a beat copy, and then I picked up another one, but I found this one so cheap I had to grab it.
Yeah, mine's like a 6.
No, there you go.
All up and down the spine.
Peacemaker number 1. Had to grab that other next Peacemaker book. This was another $1 book right here.
That freaking helmet.
Look, it's horrible, isn't it? Horrible. Power Shazam 25. Man, I'm telling you, I like the current run, but if you want to find like the best run of Captain Marvel in the history of Captain Marvel, it's Ordway's Power of Shazam run, man. Fantastic. Everyone's got this beautiful painted cover. Interiors are by Peter Krause. I mean, it's an awesome book. I really can't recommend it enough. Speaking of Suicide Squad, here we got a little Secret Origins 46. Nathan Fillion, as we all know, is being speculated. He is TDK on the Suicide Squad movie, and it is being speculated that he is Arm Fall Off Boy, whose first appearance is in this issue. It even makes more sense that it's Arm Fall Off Boy that it's being based off of once you see the costume, and when you consider who the creator of Arm Fall Off Boy is. We're not going to mention their name. We'll say they're doing, I believe, 25 years to life in a federal penitentiary right now. And I believe they're making him wear a special jumpsuit. And that's all I'm going to say. But they're not going to give that person any credit for making that character. So, thankfully. And all right, I'm just going to bang out.
Say this. If they're under the age of 18, they cannot legally give you consent. And that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah, and even that's too much. Got a big pile of Superman families. I'm not going to show you them all. I'm just going to show you this one right here out of them. That there's your first Superman family, number 164. I was very happy to get that. Just about finished that off. And again, remember I said I like Adam Hughes. I did really good on Adam Hughes covers.
You know what? Superman does good. You did well.
I did well. I did acceptable.
I'm been waiting
I did acceptable. But I got a nice pile of Adam Hughes. This here's one of my favorites. Just look at that. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. So many Adam Hughes covers.
I can't believe I used to have all these and sold them for pennies on the dollar just because they needed more room about 10 years ago. And now I'm buying them all back.
Now these, I bet these here were range between $2 and $3.
Those are great, man.
Right? There's 200. That one's not a Hughes cover, but that one was $4.
Jusco does some around these later to 100s.
Oh, really?
Yes, he does. There's a
that.
couple that I've seen. Joe Jusco for sure. Like I want to say around 170s in the 170s.
That makes sense. There were some that weren't his. That weren't Hughes.
Oh, I love that fantastic.
Oh man, what number is that?
369.
I love it when they fuck with the title.
I did you wreck the title.
It's Malice. First of all, this is Invisible Woman in her evil Malice persona, and the issue is 369. Huh? All right. Like they didn't plan that.
That's great, man.
$1.
Bob.
$1 pickup.
Yeah, I got I found mine in a lot off eBay for with what is that? New Mutants X-Men Annual 13.
Yeah. Nice.
First appearance of Gambit.
Yep.
It is the first appearance.
Well, it is. Thunderbolts number 80. I just had to get this because of the cover. I am collecting the Thunderbolts run, but this one stood out, obviously.
That's great. Is it a variant?
No, that's the regular cover. He was doing all the covers here from like 71 to 84 are this style.
Huh.
Like a bondage covers. Like cheesecake bondage covers. For magazine. So it's
Night Tiger is asking you about the 369 to explain to him.
What can someone explain? Well, you see, if you look at the 69, I'm going to explain it in a PG and R, somewhere between PG and R rating.
Hold on a second.
Not
This
near
is
me.
for older audiences now.
All right. So you take the 6 and the 9, as you saw them there, and you turn them on their sides. And then you imagine they're people.
Very good.
The coins line up to your mouth.
That's right. We're saying, well, no, not saying any more than that. Next up, we have Akira number 2. This was only $4.
Nice.
Oh wow.
That's first printing. Look at this. Look at the spine. It's a nice copy for $4.
Where'd you find that, bro? At the pawn shop?
No, this was a shop out of town. It was a 2.5 hour drive.
Okay, sorry.
They probably, I will say, I did not. I was there 3 hours. I did not see all the comics they had. Not by far.
You
Not by far.
was this with your little comic buddy, your comic squad?
My comic squad. My comic squad and I went out on a mission, and
Like a date.
we came out with some big comics right there, guys. Beautiful comics. This one was not part of it, but I got this at the flea market for $1.
That's awesome.
And I'll tell you why that's awesome. That's part of the Archie Christian comics. So anytime I find those Archie Christian comics, I'm buying them up. They did multiple printings. All you can tell the difference is the price is always this weird price, like 59 cents, 39 cents. It's weird ass price.
You know what I have to say about that?
What?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Right. Agreed.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
So I also got some really great small press. Here we got The Bionic Woman #1 from Charlton Comics, 1977. Yeah, 77. Black Hood #1 from Red Circle Comics. That's 1981. That's great, right?
Yep.
Charlton Bullseye #9. This is from 82. Now this one looks like it got banged up a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I can flatten most of it out. It's Dark Horse Presents 35, and this is like one of the first appearances of Predator.
No fucking way.
Yeah. Dollar bin book. Got a bunch more of the Flash Gordons from Gold Key that I've been looking for. Just banging those right out. Not quite the same condition, but these were all 50-cent pickups. I even got one of the parts of the movies. There you go. And you know what? I'm just going to give you the highlights from here on out because I've been going for a while now. This is Heroes World Catalog #2. It's from 1977. This was a catalog that put all the superhero swag you could get together. And, let's see if you can guess who did the cover.
Your mom?
No, that would have been cool if she did.
No.
Kind of wish that was true.
No.
I
don't know.
It's a Gil Kane cover.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
Yeah, and this was a catalog, so this was not like this wasn't even a comic. These here really didn't last very long. Peacemaker #1. This is the collector's edition from Modern Comics. This is the reprint. Jesus, Ace. Next episode we have Ace.
Don't let Night Tiger instigate.
So as you can see, my pickups were very Peacemaker and so on heavy. And then here's the last of them. And I got to move some out of the way. I got so many books. I got to move some out of the way.
Yeah.
It was a good week. I told you it was a good week. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Lady, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. All right. Here we go. Savage Dragon 17. 78. I love these covers, man. Just love them. 80. 81.
Oh, that's a great cover.
80. Love it. Oh, comics falling down.
Series in between.
82. 86. I actually like 82. I think that one's pretty sweet, man. 86. 99. And that's it for Savage Dragon. But then I also got from the Next Issue Project. Next Issue Project was something that came out several years ago from Image. What they did was they took Golden Age public domain comics and did the very next issue. They continued the story. If a comic was canceled, ended, whatever, and they never gave you the end of the issue. Image did that for you. And here we got Silver Street Comics #24 with everybody's favorite death-defying Daredevil, the Silver Streak, and Captain Battle by my man Eric Larson.
Is that a scroll?
It is not. That villain that you see there is called well, his name's the Yellow Skull. And if you can't tell from the look of the character, it is a Japanese villain. American comics were pretty racist, gang. They were pretty racist during World War II. Super racist. Super mega racist. Yeah, that was one of them. Here we got another Adam Hughes cover, Vengeance of Vampirella 10. And Tales of Evil #3. This is an Atlas book I did not have yet. Real happy to get my hands on that bad boy. And then the last one's here, real fast. Yellow Claw. Thank you, Yellow Claw. Hardware #1. Hardware #14.
Ooh.
Icon #1. Icon 19 and 21. Static #2. And Zombie #2. Getting a little bit harder to get my hands on Milestone. I will say that. I'm seeing the books starting to disappear, gang. So if you're looking for them, get out there and take a look. Early Adam Hughes ones were you're right, Neidiger. They were pretty beefy. But, for Vampirella, I'll take her a little beefier, man. She looks like she could pick you up and throw you around.
She's very She-Hulkish.
She's a little She-Hulkish. That's hot. That's hot. She-Hulk's hot, man. I'll fight. I'll die on that hill too. She-Hulk is hot.
Tonight.
That's what I got to show tonight, guys. That's what I got to show tonight.
Oh, that's everything?
That's everything. Well, I skipped through some stuff because it's already 10:40.
I picked up a bunch of stuff too, and this is only about maybe a fifth of it. And if you want to see what's in here, all you have to do is go to Lady Fantastic's channel from back on Sunday, and I showed the whole thing. So instead, I'm not going to show those.
It says like show and tell with Rob and Lady. Yeah.
She got books. I got books. It's a lot of stuff. So I'm not going to show you the highlights, maybe a couple things. But since we were talking about Suicide Squad, how about we just drop on over to this? Well, first, before I do the what's in the briefcase, I got a couple packages in. So let me blow myself up a little. I got something from Tacoma. And being the nice guy that I am, I want to make sure that I cover up any kind of identifying markers onto where anybody lives, because we don't need anybody going to people's houses going, hey, I hear you have comic books. Are any of them for sale? No. I already did the pre-slicing, so let's take a look and see what's inside. Ooh, this I've been looking forward to. We got The Max, issue 1/2. This came from Image Comic Book Read back in the day. It included a certificate of authenticity, and this will now be the first Wizard comic I have that still has this original layering, because funny story, I used to be a cigarette smoker, so much to the point that all my bags turned pretty much yellow. Don't smoke, ever.
Wow.
But if you're not smoke, away from the comic, like economics and comics, Billy, he hates that shit, and I get it. I don't want him smelling like that either. Otherwise, you have to throw, like, I don't know, like the stuff that you use to dry your clothes, the dryer sheets. Throw those in the box. It'll help, but it doesn't take it away. No. My first Wizard book where I get to keep it in this and not throw it away because it looks like ass, and I can't even say that because it denigrates what ass actually looks like, which is usually pleasant. Usually. So thank you, Tacoma, so much. I know, I did a lot of backstory behind books. And we got something where I make absolutely certain no address is on here because I make mistakes by casually dropping his name, and I don't mean to do that. We got a package from Miracleman. So I know some of you might be thinking, he probably sent him like the first appearance of the Blue Beetle. Like, no, I got that. And he knows me too well, and he pays attention when he hears, Rob got skipped on a book. Hold on a second. I've been without, and I had to go with the second print, so I thank the kind man who sent this, whoever he may be. Oh boy. So let's move on with more comics. I will switch the camera. Why do I feel embarrassed? All right, let's see what we got. There's that weasel that you were talking about.
Nice.
Oh,
Which was that?
This is issue number 35, and let me fix this here because it's starting to zoom in and out on books, which always gets super kind of annoying. There we go. Let me fix it by moving this. And there we go. So there's your other Peacemaker that, it'll blow this book up for like a hot minute until the movie comes out. People forget about it unless somehow James Gunn continues working for DC. I don't see that happening. Avengers Wasteland, number 5. I didn't read this. I didn't read a lot of these. Black Widow, this is the J. Scott Campbell variant. Empire number 6, this has mercifully ended with nothing really happening. Yeah, I mean, the Kotati are defeated. You thought that wasn't going to happen? That everything's going to go back to normal and nothing really changes?
Nobody died? We didn't get any deaths?
Nobody really died. Even She-Hulk, that kind of died, she didn't die. Nobody died. Nothing changed. You now have a Kree-Skrull alliance, and that's about it. Don't buy this. Save your money. Speaking of saving money, please save your money. Dan Slott. Guardians of the Galaxy, I've been reading it. I will read this, and it's been super confusing. That's just my thoughts. I could be wrong. Night Tiger's saying that Firestorm is a great series. Any duck titties? There might be. It's chips and those, but if you're looking for those, I think you're better suited to go look over at Sex Criminals. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. All right, just going through comments. All right, so here's the Marvel Zombies with Jean on the cover. Some Miles Morales. Oh my God! If you are not reading Miles Morales, this is some good stuff. I'm going to see tomorrow if my shop has another that I can send to Lady Fantastic. Because, oh my God, the last page. I'll just say that.
Oh shit! I wasn't able to get a copy.
And this one I put on my order and almost got skipped on. I'm glad I got it though. This is why it's very important to have a pull list and to make sure you fill out those final order cutoffs. And I have issues 2 and 3 to read, and yet Cable finds itself at the back of my reading pile week after week. But it's an X-Men book, and it's leading into this giant crossover. New Mutants I've been reading. I cannot for the life of me tell you what happened in the last 2 issues. I know they're on like some kind of acid trip in some weird world, but the covers are pretty much, it tells you what's going on. I don't know why I picked this up. I just like the cover, and I like the old suit that Wolverine wears, and it's Cuber. Issue 5, and Miracleman is telling me this is good. You should read it, especially after Magneto gets drunk with Wolverine. Bitterroot's always a fantastic series. I don't know if this is going to conclude at 12 or keep going, but either way, I'm on board. Buffy, I haven't read the last 3 or 4 issues, so I have to get back on board this. Same with Die 13. And moving from that, Firepower 3. I read the first 2 issues. This has been pretty solid so far. Inkblot I knew nothing about, but it was in my pile, and it was the only one he had, so I went, why not? Okay, I got this purely because not spec, not anything of the sort. I genuinely liked the first issue of Transformers, My Little Pony, Friendship in Disguise. I mean, it's not going to be like any Citizen Kane or Dark Knight Returns, but it's guilty pleasure. Even guilty pleasure, if you're into Usagi, you have Chibi Usagi in here, little baby Usagi, but it's not real. And I was planning on reading this before we came on air, but that was just prior to finding out that our guest might not be able to come on because he's having a massive storm. For those that were tuning in for Mr. Lane Lloyd, we're hoping he'll still come, but his internet is out because of a storm. So I read God Puncher. Hopefully we'll get to talk about that soon. All right, now we have Batman 98. We get the rematch between Face Punch or Punchy Big Punch Bag. What's the name of this lady? Whatever. So it's the rematch. It's fun. Then we got
Punchy
Batman.
McDick Puncher? Did you just say Punchy McDick Puncher?
I'm just trying to see if anyone paid attention. And she kind of wants to punch you all in the dick. She always has a knife in her hand. And I've been liking this series. I'm wanting to read this more than Batman's Grave, and I'm kind of wondering, did I miss Batman Grave number 10? Because I end at 9. Deceased, I'm not reading any of these until they finish, and then I'll go back and blow through them because now I don't know which one comes first, Dead Planet or that other one. And Justice League 52, I haven't read these since Scott Snyder jumped off. Shazam is ending next issue, so I'm looking forward to seeing that Superboy and the joking around about punching the hole in the universe. Strange Adventures, again, I'm not reading this until all 12 issues come out because it's much better to just binge all in one read than trying to piece it together and figure it out. This is Tom Kidd.
I think that's the last Shazam, by the way.
Is it? Is it 14
Yeah.
or 15 that it ends?
I think it's 14. I think it's 14.
I guess now I have to read that tonight. Well, tomorrow. I have an early day tomorrow. Young Justice 18. I think this might be the final issue, or the next one might be, but I know they're concluding this soon, and this is the last one that I got. And, well, I got this from Pablo Ordone on Instagram, and this as well. So, piecing some things out. Didn't get any big books, but I'm not kind of expecting to. So, how about we jump on over to the topic at hand? We got ourselves talking about Chadwick Boseman and the Black Panther legacy. And it was just last Friday that that I was over at Pablo Ordone's and I was digging through comic books and I had a big old stack of Black Panther that I was finding because he had a trough of it. And I'm trying to put together a run just like some of us here. And my phone just kept going, and isn't this guy's home? And I want to be respectful. So finally I look over going, why does my phone blow? Oh my God. And that's how I learned. How'd you all find out?
How did I find out? Man, I think it was from a text from you guys, honestly.
Yeah, I was on Twitter when it popped, and it blew up instantly. And as a matter of fact, the post from his family is the most liked tweet in Twitter history. I think it was over 6 million last time I saw it. Horrible thing to like. You wish there was more reactions than just like, but you know.
It's
4 years.
What can you say? You're just without words.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, they say he was suffering on this for a pretty long time, basically through the entirety of the MCU, or at least his involvement in it.
Yeah.
From what I read, he only had a very small, tight-knit group of people that knew about it. It was like his agent, his trainer, his dietitian. It was like a handful of people. Nobody else knew. He would go to hospitals to cheer up small children that had cancer. And meanwhile, he had this burden thrust upon him where he knew that he was going into stage 3 from 2016 into stage 4, and he knew that he might not make it all the way. So he had his dietitian planning as such. People watched him as he was losing weight. But as he was going to all these hospitals and seeing these children say nothing, he shouldered other people's burdens while carrying his own. I can't think of anything more heroic.
Right.
Yeah. Totally agree.
That's real superhero shit right there.
It's stoic. It's stoic beyond measure, dude.
Yeah, it's tough to talk about it in general because what do we know about the man besides what he let us see on television on movies and when he would be interviewed on television and various other media spots. but from everything that you can tell just from watching it, he was a real one, man. He cared. He wanted to make the world a better place. Whatever little way that he could. You could tell he always wanted to do that every opportunity. But I really, I don't know about y'all, but I saw an article that says, we're talking like 20 minutes after the message was posted. And I believe that it was a clickbait headline, but it was, what does the MCU do going forward? Nobody cares about that today, guys.
This is a human being, and that is fiction. It's stuff we go to the movies for to be a diversion of the bullshit that goes on in our life. And meanwhile, that is a very human being that we should really champion his life. And it's unfortunate that oftentimes it takes losing somebody to hear all these stories that you would not have heard otherwise. Finding out somebody's finding out somebody's the burdens they carry, finding that they have more to give to the world and they want to give despite the fact they might not have that time, so they're cramming in everything that they can with what little that they have. But he actually thought he was going to make it through to the others. And I don't know if it looks like I'm breaking out here.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of a breakup.
Yeah.
Breaking up a little. Still frozen. And I'll tell you what, that's the best face you could have possibly been frozen on. If you're listening to the show, stop right now and look at it and look at Rob's handsome face. And he's gone.
No.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining Lady Comics on the Mind and myself, Miracleman, on the Lady Comics on the Mind and Miracleman show.
I bet he's cursing right now.
This is what you have to worry about with doing a live show.
Oh Jesus!
And there he is.
Everything just started circling to him going, am I talking to myself? Oh no, I'm the only person on the screen. I hope that I just didn't lose my broadcast.
But you should have seen your face, how you were frozen. It was like perfect.
Was it like this?
No, it was funnier. I'll send you a picture later.
Yeah, just watch it on.
So I'm going to be waking up to interesting pictures in the morning on Twitter and Instagram. So
Took around 53 minutes.
I'll tell you right now, you should change your profile picture on every social media platform to that picture. It was that good.
Uh-oh.
And we never heard from Rob again. So
I'm seeing here the after effects now with the delay that apparently everybody's having a good time.
Oh, we're just yucking it up.
You guys don't need me.
Next splash page. And he's gone again.
Purposely this time.
Man, he's having a tough night.
Man, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of interject on you saying that, yeah, nobody cares on who's gonna be asking that MCU question, because it's
right.
like, you know what? Anybody that actually reads these comics and knows these characters knows that is a stupid and tacky thing to ask at that point in time, because it's like, it's not like we haven't had this scenario before, and it's just like, if you read these comics, you know what's going to happen. Don't ask that. You're an asshole.
People are mourning right now.
And the honest answer to it is, what does the MCU do next? If you even want to consider it, the only thing that's even a reasonable response is, you do nothing.
It's insensitive. It's insensitive.
Right.
Yes, you dignify it with no response.
Right. You dignify it as a response, honoring the person, and then you leave it go. Nobody talks about plans for that kind of stuff. I for one hope you know, they don't. They have the presence of mind to know not to recast that role. That our hero's gone. Our hero's gone.
No recast, and please, dear God, don't do the deep fake or the holographic. Let's create them from CGI because no.
I think people would be too pissed.
Oh yeah,
people would have it.
Yeah, that'd be a MCU movie that nobody showed up for on opening day, without a doubt.
Yeah, but I think that's the reason why within the span of it was less than 24 hours that J. Scott Campbell, the issue 1 and the issue 5 of that series exploded. And most of those people are going to be those that aren't in the comic book realm, that just want a piece of something that has nothing to do with the man himself. That is a piece of future of a movie, of an industry that we don't know how it's going to look like a year from now, much less 2 or 3 or 5 years from now. But if I was concerned of anything over those that are still living, it's that should Letitia Wright become Fury, which is likely the most likely thing to happen, she's about to become a whole lot more famous than she ever perhaps envisioned, and very quickly. So people that aren't used to that, there's plenty of people that just are happy being method actors, people that do Broadway that want nothing to do with these $7 million pictures that they get paid for. So hopefully she's ready for it, and she's a fantastic actress. But seeing when she came out with the dummy and said, "Here, kick this," he goes and kicks it across the room. "Hey, what are you doing?" He brings it back. "Go ahead, do it again." He kicks it and flies across that room and goes, "Delete that footage." I'm like,
I like it when she looks at his shoes and she goes, "What are those?"
Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, that was horrifying.
We're getting right here from Jackson Roy Kirk. They won't deep fake, but they think they might recast. Probably not. Let's see what Lady Fantastic has.
So this is the Shuri run. This is number 1.
Nice.
Number 2. Number 3. Just all the details. 4.
Nice. That's an awesome cover.
5. Of course, I don't have number 6. Then I have number 7.
When you say
Nice.
Of course with 6, did something happen in 6?
Oh, Miles Morales is in it.
Okay.
Oh, that's the
Mr.
one.
Popular.
Mr. Popular.
And then this is number 8.
I have a group of chuds I'd like to introduce you to that would not agree with you that he is Mr. Popular.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine. You can send them to Rob.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
usually do.
Well, I find it kind of funny that last year I had this one comic shop owner whose name I won't mention, who I actually like. He's not one of the bad ones. And he said, "Yeah, I might only have 2 customers that would even think about buying Miles Morales. And when it dropped to 1, I only get it for that one guy, and I don't buy extras." I'm like, "Wow, I think the title's great, a lot better than most of the other titles." And he goes, "Yeah, well, you're one of the only ones." And now I go into the store, and everybody wanted to buy it from my hands, that Thor 3rd print. Still don't get 3rd print shit, but okay. And they wanted that Miles Morales. I'm like, there's like 3 more. It's like, but that one's yours, and it must be the highest grade. I'm going, oh, God damn it. Don't you know what I call myself on fucking YouTube? You think that I was combing through each one, inspecting the corner? No, I'm going, thank you.
All right, you can't pick the top one. I mean, we all know that trick, right? You never pick the top. That top one is like the top layer of the cheese dip. You know, you kind of get it underneath the cheese dip because you don't want that crusty layer on the top.
So, I could foresee Disney Plus doing a very classy version of an animated Black Panther and recasting based on an animated series. And I think that it would be good. I mean, if they're going to do something like that for Moon Knight or for, whatever, I wouldn't be opposed to that. So I don't think they're going to knock, where they're not going to get rid of Black Panther. He will still be integrated in the MCU. We just got to figure out how now.
I mean, you had Baku, who wanted to take over the role, so there's a possibility there, because when you're watching an MCU movie, a lot of the times, just think of the same way that Donny Cates does his writing. Right when you think that they're going to zig, they're going to zag. So as much as you might think that Shuri's going to become the next Black Panther, I honestly think that she's not going to be the very next one, but she will become Black Panther.
She'll be an eventual Panther.
End of the second movie, maybe. But for right now, I'm just hoping that when the fame does become to the level where she's the next Scarlett Johansson, the next Brad Pitt, the next big name player in just Hollywood, period. I mean,
she's in line to be queen, right?
Right. So it makes sense. I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Well, it's what happened. It's what would happen if it happened. Right.
Yeah.
And we're all building to a younger Marvel universe because everybody that's been working on Marvel films have been doing so since 2009. They are out.
They weren't young to begin with. I mean, I don't know how old. I mean, Chris Evans is one of those dudes. He's going to be like Paul Rudd. He's going to look, Chris Evans is going to look the same in the year 2077 as he looks right now in 2020. But he's going to be the Keanu Reeves or the Paul Rudd, whatever. But he's, none of them were young. Freaking Rob Downey Jr. there, he'd already had an entire film career, been booted, and made it back in again. That's hard living. That Hollywood living. That's hard living.
But dude, he also, I would say, is also responsible for resurrecting and creating this. Because if Iron Man had not been that good, Favreau, or I think we need to fucking thank them.
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Dude, you guys, if you guys wouldn't have nailed this like you nailed it, we wouldn't be watching this badass stuff right now.
Hands down, correct, 100%.
No
doubt.
It's like if I see either one of those old dudes, man, I'll hug them and kiss their feet.
Oh my God! And here we get down to Ace. She's not home. But then again, she does like Helen Mirren, so if we can somehow work her, I'm sure that would make her delighted.
Would you be like Madam Web or something?
There we go.
That's the Sonyverse. That's the MSU.
No!
That incorporated. So here we are a little bit more than an hour in. So we all have some Black Panther books, and we thought that we'd show you a full run of Black Panther, minus a couple issues here and there between myself, Lady Fantastic, Mindshift, Miracleman. We pretty much have between us a full run of all Black Panther series.
I apologize. I don't have very many Black Panther books myself.
You have that one.
I have that one. Somebody doesn't one of you have the one where he joins? Who's got the one where he joins?
I have issue 53 of Fantastic Four. That this is the first time his name appears in the title of So this is Jungle Action number 5. I don't have number 6, which is the first Killmonger, but this is number 7.
Nice.
Beautiful. This is number 8.
Who said SJWs?
Who what?
Oh, the SJW. Oh, God. Okay, never.
She's being funny.
Number 9. Oh, look at dude. Baron Macabre and his denizen of death. Number 10,
Okay.
with the few complete series you own. Number 13, so I don't have 11 and 12. Number 14,
Oh, that is clean.
number 16, Beast of the Serpent. I just love
Very
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Number
Great
18,
books. I definitely need these in my life.
number 19. Oh man,
So cool. Beautiful.
uppercutting this asshole Klansman.
And yeah, you know, those early books, man, he kicks a lot of white power ass.
Fucking A, he does
I
as well.
know.
He should.
Hell yes.
Great.
Hell yes. It's fantastic. This makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's like punching a Nazi,
Right.
punching a
Always.
Klan.
You always punch the Nazi and the Klansman.
Okay, we can talk Night Tiger because then maybe we can do like a trade thing. This is number 21, Cross of Fire, Cross of Death, where like they literally have him fucking tied to a cross. It's just not crazy.
Damn,
You don't see numbers like that every day.
Yeah, something tells me I don't think that Marvel would probably put out a cover like that today.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Issue 22, he's dealing with the
Nice.
writer.
Is that a Satanic Clan's name, maybe?
Down with Whitey. 23, this is a classic cover.
Oh, that is a great.
I want that on
the Obama cover. Like that. I
Yeah,
do too. I do too.
24.
Man, those are great.
Then I have Marvel Premiere 52 with the Klan.
Got that early direct.
Mm-hmm. And 53.
Did those have the Marvel value stamps in them?
I'll need to the Jungle Actions do. Some of the Jungle Actions have the MVSs. And that's it for now that I'll show you.
Nice.
So I have this run, but it only starts at issue number 6. Does anybody have 1 through 5?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Is that the Marvel Nice one? I really want to.
Yeah, Marvel Knights. All right, you go first.
So, this is the Casada and Palmiotti variant cover, Dynamic Forces variant cover, Black Panther #1. Yeah, and one of those fun things. And then this is the regular #1.
Oh, that is a great cover.
And then there's don't have #2, but here's #3. This is a Just Go.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure. Let me just to make sure. No, actually, that's Tech Zero. I'm full of shit. There will be Just Go coming up, Rob will. And then this is #5.
There you go.
And then, Rob, it's off to you.
All right, so let me switch my camera on over, and here you go. So here is issue number 6. Number 7, these are more of the Juice Co. covers.
Yeah, that's Just Go, Kate.
Those are great. Oh, look at that.
And the weird thing about comics from back in this era, they printed them smaller than other comic books. So when you're looking at the two of them side by side, this more modern one and this Black Panther, it's like about a good 2-3 centimeters shorter. That's because back in the era, Marvel was out of money. So they were cutting costs. 10.
That's a great one.
And of course, I haven't read any of these because I have them all numbered cattywampus, and nothing's like 1 through. So I have to wait until I can get around to reading it. Oh, so that's 12. Do you have anything from 12 up?
Do I have what?
Anything from 12 up?
I have a 13.
There you go.
No more night.
Do you have anything after that, Rob? Because I do.
Mine goes all the way to 22.
Okay, you show yours to 22 because my next one is to 30. In that
Okay,
set.
so I have 22, the Moon Knight issue. I picked this up from Frank's Comics in, let me blow myself up. Hold on a second. Without knocking myself out of the chat like I always do. So I got this from, his name's John Freshly. You can find him on Instagram at Miami Fresh Comics. He does Instagram claim sales and auctions. He's not having one this Sunday because Labor Day, but check out Miami Fresh Comics on Instagram. Otherwise, the comic shop's name is Frank's Comics, and I got this from him a while back, last year.
Yeah.
That's when I was trying to put together all my Moon Knight appearances, which I'm still kind of working on. Now this, I don't know if this is a first print or reprint or what kind of reprint. It's Marvel Milestones. It's issue 26 with Storm, but I'm pretty certain this is not a first appearance or what it is.
What issue is it?
Issue 26.
So we're going to find out about it. Usually when they have that black bar around them, they came with like a figure or something like that. Or it was one of the like giveaways.
That sounds a lot more in line with why I probably have that one. This also from John Freshly, number 27. This is part of that Black Panther fighting with Dr. Doom and Namor that apparently was supposed to be the basis of the next movie. That is probably been altered now, so who knows whether this is still in play or off the table now. Oops. And issue number 28. And the next one I have jumps on over to the next series. So back on over to Fantastic.
Okay, so the next one that I have is issue number 30. First Contact, Wakanda 1941. So I think that's Black Panther's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an awesome cover.
Yeah, it's beautiful, huh?
Yeah, it's it's got to be a Legends reprint. I think you're right about that, Night Tiger.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an awesome cover. I absolutely want that book.
Thank you. This is 31, issue 31.
Yeah, that's a great cover. I love the little bit of purple in there.
Issue.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Issue 32.
Oh, that's good. That's a good cover.
Who's
Yeah.
the artist?
Sal and Bob. So I wonder if that's Buscema and Wyachek. I don't know. Or Bob McLeod. I'll have to check. I don't want to take it out. 33. I love that. 36. 100-page monster. 45. Enemy of the State.
Nice.
47. Look at that.
Is that an Old West character in the Black Hat there?
I think that's
Are the
Nomad. And then the back.
Well, there's a Black Hat.
I'm not sure.
Domino mask.
I'm sure.
I dig when they pull them Old West characters out and shake them off and put them in with the modern. Very cool. Very cool.
And
That's a terrifying raft to be on. I wouldn't want to be on that raft.
the last one is 62 of that that I have.
Chris Priest
Wow.
all on that
Nice.
series.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I have this one singular Black Panther 2099 #1.
Robert Kirkman.
So
And I know I had that one. If I read it, I can't remember it at all. And usually I remember most of Robert Kirkman's stuff.
oh, and Night Tiger. Hold on just a second. Yes, we have it. Just calm down.
Ah,
Show it up one more time next to his little panel just so he can take a screenshot at 1 minute and 16 seconds and 17 seconds.
Okay.
1 hour, 16
And
minutes, and 17
There's
seconds.
more that comes. I have more from that too.
Oh,
See,
here
now-
we go.
Y'all got these cool Black Panther books, man. I ain't got none of these. I got none of these.
Good. Because usually that's the reverse. Awesome. We're twinsies.
That's because it's Marvel, gang. I'm just, you know, I have 12,000 DC comics. I do not have that many Marvel comics.
Whose fault is
I don't want to hear your excuses. I want to hear your crap, Miracleman.
Here's the next couple issues. This is from the Reginald Hudland run by John Romita Jr. This is the variant version, the painted cover from John Romita, especially for those that aren't okay. There's a lot of people that don't dig John Romita Jr. work. I'm okay with it, but most people prefer the painted version than the really sketchy looking stuff.
Hey, hold on. Switch to me real quick.
Yeah, here we go. Twinsies.
Well, twinsies on #1. And then there's a variant by Esad Ribic.
Oh.
Or Ribic. However you want to say it. Okay.
I don't have that one. Oh, and that was the original Shield too.
Yeah.
I just caught that now. No, I want that. And Cap has a package.
You can see the separation. Look at his butthole.
Cap is built.
That's one different book.
We're gonna get
Here's
banned.
a book that, as much as Night Tiger might want to claim it, I don't sell books for the most part. Almost ever. There's issue 3. Here's the variant of 3. I think somebody sent this to me as part of a winning that they just threw some extra books in. So I don't remember who this came from, but thank you.
That's awesome.
Issue 4. This is probably the most solid run I have. Issues 1 through 4 of the Reginald Hudland run. And then mine skips to Hudland's run during Dark Reign. So who has like the next issue or the next several issues of this run?
I do.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to know also William Smallwood or Bill Smallwood just A-okayed me this a few days ago. Like just a couple of days before Chadwick Boseman's passing. And he said that thing blew through the roof. Well, you know what? It's never going to leave my hands. So it can do whatever it wants to. It's going to be for life. Okay. So I have okay.
Mine ended at the Hudland run by John Romita.
What issue number?
4.
No. Oh, you're done with that whole run?
Sadly, yes. That's all I
Okay.
got. And I only just picked that up last Friday, the night that it happened.
Okay, so I have number 5. Number 6.
It's a great homage cover.
Number 7. Oh, this is so sexy.
Most of them.
Now, the ones that I'm most familiar with, despite the fact I don't have the actual issues, is the Reggie Hudland run and Tennessee Coates.
Number 8.
I love that cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Number 9. Number 10.
Superior.
Number 11. It's an homage to Enter the Dragon.
Is that Shang-Chi?
Number 12. There you go.
Shuri.
That's a cool cover.
Number 13. I love this, bro.
Is that Jay Lee?
Oh, let me look. Yes. Yes, it is. Oh.
Love it.
14. Which lady should he choose?
Misty Knight or She-Hulk?
He had a chance at She-Hulk? Dang.
Number 15. He went with the Goddess of Thunder.
Yeah, I would have said Storm, but we kind of know that didn't work out.
Number 16. Number 17. Number 20, it jumps to 27. Okay. 28 begins the Marvel Zombies event.
I do have those ones, but for some reason I have them grouped in my Fantastic Four box.
Oh, okay. 29.
Oh, that's what those were tying into the story that was going on with Fantastic Four, and I wasn't collecting Panther at the time.
30.
Those are good issues.
Wow.
31.
Wow, you do have a great run of these.
32.
I know.
That's a killer cover. I love that.
I love Black Panther.
The trade dress is all good, man. Okay. The whole thing's cool.
33.
Night Tiger's asking, lady, tell us how you acquired all these.
It's called the eBay. eBay, yep. These are mostly eBay. Some of the earlier ones were quarter bins, I will say. But that lot, the later stuff, I think I got like a lot of like 14 for like $11. Because there's this one place that I deal with a lot. They're called the Atlanta Pickers on eBay. And I found out that basically if you offer them slightly over like 50% or like half of what they're asking, that they'll usually give it to you. So yeah.
Offer half or a little over. Atlanta Pickers, everybody. This is another one of your tip of the week.
You never ask, you always ask for less. I mean, it's because what's the worst that's going to happen? Get told no? Okay, well, that's a life. You're going to get told no a whole lot in life, so get used to it.
Yeah, just ask 3 different ways, like 5 different times, and eventually they'll either say yes or call security on you.
But yeah. Okay. Next.
So are we up to the next series? Well, this is unfortunate because I could not find an issue number 1. But I got an issue 2, and it carries me all the way through 6. So I got 2.
Who writes that run?
This is also Reggie Hudlin.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
For some reason, he follows me. I'm like, who am I? I'm just some guy that buys your stuff. You make these. And to be honest, way back in the day when I got this one here, it was a mix of the fact that it was J. Scott Campbell and there was a giant cat on the cover. I'm a sucker for cats. But I think you all knew that. Now, this was the book that I had my phone on top of as the news broke. So this kind of let me know right away, like karma working the way that it does, kind of like that shitty ending of the Empire run, This is karma, and this is telling you that get this book. I know you might have been putting away those Black Panthers if it got too expensive, but right as the news came across, I'm like, I have to get all the Black Panthers that I've pulled. And this is the last that I have of Black Panther. I do not have them. Oh, wait, no, I have one more. After this, I have issue 7, and that is the last issue I have of Modern Black Panther. I don't have the new run, but I have everything that he wrote, Ta-Nehisi Coates, that he did on Captain America, but that is not Black Panther, so I will defer over to...
I think Kirk has some, so we need to let Kirk go.
Well, I actually have like the modern run of like Black Panther.
Show us it.
Right now.
Throw it all out, bro.
Gotcha. Here's a bunch of variants. This is actually like the Cape and Cow, or my LCS of Cape and Cow comics exclusive variant. I have like 3 copies of it. There's a Virgin variant. Boom. Another one. Boom.
That's awesome.
Here's another Venom one.
Has anybody watched what Night Tiger's talking about here? It's 15 episodes of Black Panther animated.
Never.
No.
I've never seen it. I've seen a trailer, but I've never seen an actual show. Here's issue number 2.
Sweet.
Here's issue number 3. And this run is like so great. It's basically Black Panther and like in space, basically.
Yeah.
Here's issue number 4, which I need to get a bag for. Here is issue number 5. Great cover. Look at that.
That's sweet.
Issue number 6. Yeah, I love all these. The covers are amazing. What issue is this? Issue number 7.
I just put that all in my box.
Oh, yeah. I think that one's in Key Collector app, if you care about that.
Is that the one where Eric Killmonger gets venomized?
I don't know.
Basically, yeah, they resurrect them. They resurrect them and like then venomize them, basically.
I'm wondering if that Black Panther
Issue
animated
number 9.
I think it was a motion comic.
I think now that you say that, I think you're right about that.
And that's the only thing that's coming to mind right now.
What else you got? Comments on the mind? Was that it?
Issue number 10.
There you go. Nice.
Here's issue number 11. The Panther God. In human form! I basically have the whole run. Someone else can go if they want, you know. I have like the whole run.
I feel like I'm playing poker here and I'm all out of red or I'm all out of black and I have nothing more to show. But I know someone who does. Take it away, Lady Fantastic.
So this is where the Black Panther actually takes over for Daredevil, and it starts at issue 513 of the Daredevil. So you have Mark Brooks doing the covers here, but it's Black Panther, the Man Without Fear.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You see Daredevil in the background, and now he's taking it. So it starts with issue 513, 514. This is killer. 515.
Oh, fantastic. Uh-oh.
What have I done?
We've lost you. There she is.
I'll just say
That's
this,
a
it's okay, because when I went to go put up my Black Panthers on top of those boxes, I put my comics that I just got today on the floor, and I just can't move.
Duh. Ooh, that's a
516.
great cover.
Yeah. It's a great cover.
You have it.
I know, you A-OK'd it to me.
Yeah. With Luke
Ooh,
Cage.
versus Luke Cage.
This is just a variant of 517. I don't care about it as much as I care about
That one right there.
518. 519.
So crazy.
520. Hot Storm.
These covers are beautiful.
521.
Oh, when Frank Avia started doing all the covers, I loved every single one and fell in love with his artwork.
522.
Dave Bliss.
523. Look at the old school Hydra hood. 524.1, I think, or 523.1.
.1.
524.
Lloyd.
525.
Okay.
526. Almond Fear Lady Bullseye. 527. 528. Oh, look at that shit, bro.
Great cover.
And 529. Rain's End. Yeah. And that is that.
And then they restart it back over with another Daredevil #1.
Well, that'll happen. Beautiful. So pretty. That is a book I would like to get. You know, I am a fan of the Kirby.
#1.
Classic Kirby cover, too. Blocky as hell.
Yep.
This is King Solomon Sprague. And you can go ahead.
And if you notice, 8 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10 Kirby covers, they're reaching right at you. It's because he wanted to let you know this comic wants you to take it home.
It's moving.
That's awesome.
It's 3D.
Give me.
#4. Oh, this is so Kirby. Reminds me a lot of his early Captain America's. #5. Yeti.
Yeah, I need to put my life. It's a great cover.
#6. Yeah. And then that's all I have of that run. Oh, wait, never mind. And #15.
Oh, yeah. Nice
Nice.
claw.
Oh, poor Beast.
Huh.
I mean,
Peace. Oh,
I do. I do have these. Hold on just a second. I'll be done.
You got a lot of Black Panther.
You do. This is number 1 from Tennessee Coat or Tennessee. This is number 5 from that same issue, but it's a Jim Steranko variant from that same volume. This is number 1 to the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, but it's an art germ variant of Shuri. Yeah, I love it too. That's why I got it. I got issue number 1.
I want all the variants of that.
Issue number 7. I don't have the whole run of this. Number 8. There's a lot of things I need to get. Number 13. Number 15. Number 18. Number 20. 21. 22 is the last of that run that I have. This is just a Black Panther annual. And this is Black Panther World of Wakanda number 1, second printing.
Ooh.
Boom. And Jen Bartel, Black Panther Marvel Tales. That is all.
Well, I think we've done a pretty good show so far tonight. So I'm just going to wrap it up like this by going, there are a lot of great Black Panther runs. We just showed you all a bunch of issues from multiple runs that have spanned from the 60s all the way up until today. Marvel likes renumbering a lot. So you can pick up pretty much anywhere in Black Panther, and I'm sure that you'd be good to start off. I mean, just look at Black Widow that came out today. This is volume 9. Yes, there's been 9 issue number 1s of
Nice.
Black freaking Widow. Black Panther hasn't had quite that many yet, so let's hope this one by Tennessee Coates kind of goes past issue 100, because I would like to see Black Panther get past issue 100 once. Just once, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
If you put them all together, I bet you they're past, put well past. I'm surprised they haven't done that. They did legacy numbering with all those other series, but they didn't do it with Black Panther.
Yeah, exactly. Legacy numbering. Whatever happened to that? But it's just a case of how things sort of work. So I guess now we should probably close up shop here. We thank everybody for coming. So let's go ahead and, ladies and gentlemen, the crew of Not Near Mint will go ahead and promote themselves. So let's see what's going on in the world of Lady Fantastic.
Well, I had my contest winning drawers yesterday, and that was awesome. So I thank everybody that participated in writing the haikus for me. I don't have anything immediately coming up, but I'm always around and trying to be in chats and interacting with people. And so I'll see you around the block or next week. A little of both.
Because you never know what we're going to be picking up from week to week, because we all go hunting. Nobody so much more so than Lady Fantastic right here. Just look at that. Uncanny X-Force 35, final issue.
Bro, just look at this. This is what kills me, is I'm so happy I got this one. I'm such a child. Assistant Editors Month, Iron Man. Yes.
Nice. Love that Iron Man. All those Assistant Editors Month, even if the covers are dead ass serious, you have to just look at that indicia, and they're having some fun.
Oh, there's some fun stuff in here.
Beware, Assistant Editors Month.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
Hey, Brian, Take the Time Collectibles. Good to see you. Go sub him up over on Instagram. And we even have a new person joining us today, Ava Samuel. Good to have you join us, even though we're kind of ending right about now. And Comics on the Mind has something to say about Scotty Young and the fact that Night Tiger has a problem with him. So,
Bite, bite, bite.
why don't you go ahead and promote yourself?
Thank you. I will promote myself. As you guys know, I am Comics on the Mind, aka Mindstrip, aka Captain Kirk, to those that know me very well. Besides this show, I do a show on Thursdays called The Teacher's Lounge. We bounce back and forth. Some days it's on my channel, some days it's on Gorilla Cod's channel. This week it will be on my channel, so if you guys want to check it out, it's 9 p.m. East Coast, West Coast time. So if you guys are not sleeping on the East Coast, come check us out. And then you can always like catch me in the chats or on IG. So thank you for coming, everybody.
If you're on the East Coast and you need something to watch and it's around 11 o'clock midnight, well, there's what you watch. Comics on the Mind, because if you're watching the show, you gotta have some comics on the goddamn mind. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Miracleman.
That's very true. That's very true. So, everybody, just as always, thanks for coming out to see us tonight. I really appreciate it. Eva, I was really happy to see you. I'm so sorry we're wrapping now that you're here. But to everybody, thank you again, as always. Ace, Eva, you two should definitely sub each other up on Twitter, because you two would absolutely adore each other. But Eva was actually just on I Freaking Love Comics with me last Saturday. We did a little show with them. And joined them for a couple hours. We got to talk about a whole bunch of different topics. She very intelligent woman, said that she thought V for Vendetta was great, and I said I thought it was a snore fest, and I don't really think we got to finish that conversation, so we might have to do it here on this show someday. But I don't really have anything going on, guys. Come on over and see me over on Twitter at Komodo1977. I have literally, I mean, they're not literally, but I have literally stacked up multiple articles I need to get over to the comics bookcase, because I haven't sent him anything in forever. I have been the procrastinating son of a bitch on the face of the planet. But I'm going to fix that. For the guests that we've had on here recently, make sure you go over and take a look at DMA, the Department of Metahuman Affairs. Corey DLG is doing that. I believe there's about 8 days left on his Kickstarter. Last, I think, 36 hours for Next Door, the neo-noir thriller from Zach Quintus at the Comics Bookcase. David Pepos, the OZ, man, that one's knocking it out of the park. I think he's at 536% on his Kickstarter right now. Yeah, he's killing it, man. He's killing it. So make sure you get over and take a look at all those books. They're all great. Backed every one of them. Not just because they're guests on the show, but they look like great books. A lot of fun. So that's it. That's all I got. We'll see you next week. And over to you, Rob.
All right. If it's over to me, that must mean it is the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. So take a little bit of inspiration from Chadwick Boseman, that this man carried a large burden, but just because you might have a burden, it doesn't mean you should hold it in forever to keep only to yourself. You have a great big community here that you could reach out to many of us, myself, many people in the community. So you're never alone, and never carry your burden by yourself, because some people are heroes and some people just need to be human, and that's all we are in the end, just human. So God bless and good night, everybody. Thank you for coming. This is the Not Near Mint crew. So do tune in next week at Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. As we return, we'll have a new guest lined up. Maybe we'll get a chance to get the God Puncher creator, Lane Lloyd, back again. But until then, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Be good to each other, but also treat each other the same way that you would treat your comics, with respect and kindness. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Rob Wurst, Lady Fantastic, Miracleman, and Comics on the Mind will be back next week. Same time, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Not Near Mint.